So we find out Thor has brain cancer. So did Thor. Death is funny. He'd actually appreciate that joke if he knew Thor. Anyway, so a friend of ours, Thor, ends up finding out he says stage 4 brain cancer is all very tragic. And Sterling Cooper of retired porn star fame, he says, "Hey, Cappy, you're in Vegas. Thor's in California. I'm thinking about go visit him. Do you want to like road trip out there?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go do that." So me and Sterling picked him up downtown Vegas, and we road tripped it out to Thor. Spent time with him and his wife, and and he's doing good. Like he's not losing it or anything like that. So there's always hope, and so hopefully he goes through surgery. And if you guys want, just search Thor Missy GoFundMe, and if you want to donate and help with the medical bills, you may. Anyway, so we're driving back, and Sterling and I have a colleague in common, and that's Doug at Pirate Book Takedown. And the reason I know Doug at Pirate Book Takedown is because being an author and having courses and things like that, people always try and steal the books. I remember one time some idiot over in Pakistan or India or somewhere over South Asia, took it and scanned PDFs and it was all off angle. How hard do you want my book for free, buddy? It wasn't free, like you're scanning. So it just comes with part of the territory where if you are an author or a content creator, or you produce video, any kind of content creation, you need a DMCA, a Digital Copyright Millennial Act expert who will go and serve DMCA takedown notifications because there's a bunch of different websites that are illegal where they say, well, we didn't know it was illegal to put all the fucking shit up here. And you send an email saying, take this down. 99% of the time they do, and there's 1% of the time they don't. We'll get to that 1% later. So you can either do this yourself, which requires its own expertise. And actually, I did do it myself, and I kind of know a thing or two. Or you pay someone to do it who has the time and allows you to free up your time to go do whatever, make more content, market your content. I don't know, go for a fucking hike. And so Doug, I said, hey, could you do this for me? He's like, yeah, I could do this for you. Now, I thought I was pretty good. I thought I like pretty thorough, and I was. But there's this 1%, or maybe more like 4 or 5%, where you send them the DMCA takedown. Most people will do it because you could sue them afterwards. But some won't. Some will say, fuck you, we don't care. Some have websites overseas, not much you can do about it. But they're always, that's another thing. It's like, yeah, go ahead, steal my content. Go to the websites that have my content for free, in theory, and see how many viruses you get. I was like, oh, I'm not going to send it. Because just so you know, there's a lot of scam websites will say they have whatever, the latest book or the latest video of the best-selling author, and it's just chock full of viruses. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll let you get your virus. Anyway, there's a small percentage of websites who you'll send the DMCA to and they won't take it down. You're like, oh, I'm shit out of luck. Not if you hire Pirate Book Takedown, which is the company that Doug runs. Because not only will Doug send the DMCA claim, he went to a whole other level I wasn't, and I didn't see offered any other DMCA services. He will go to the registrar. He will go to the, in other words, when you set up a website, you have to go and register it either through, like, say, GoDaddy or whatever other sites are out there. And GoDaddy has a couple rules, as well as the registrar, Cloudflare, other services that go into supporting a website. You got to use these guys' services. And Doug goes after those services and sites and says, and files complaints, and he's gotten websites taken down. Like, I just want my book taken down, but he takes down the whole fucking website. I'm like, holy shit, go Doug. And so I was talking to Sterling, because Sterling, he was a porn star. And now, thankfully, he makes way more money offering books, courses, videos, just general advice or whatever for my content creation on sexual performance. And, how to get a bigger dick naturally, how to increase your performance. Because he was a legit porn star. And if you think about it, like, holy shit, that's a great niche to be in. He's got the credentials for it. If you're having trouble with your sex life, there you go. And I didn't think much of it, but he's making bank. And then he's like, oh my God, I love Doug. Because he's like, hey, I got people stealing my shit and they're putting it online for free. I'm like, oh, go talk to my buddy Doug. Well, I guess Sterling he was telling like every month there's like 100 new. Doug goes through each month. He's on a monthly basis. I have Doug go through my shit like a tooth cleaning once every 6 months. Because to be perfectly honest, not that many people steal my stuff. But I guess Sterling, because a lot of guys want to have sex. I won't say which group of people it is that has trouble getting the girls but that group of people always steals his shit. And they're putting it up on the internet. And Sterling was lamenting. He's like, yeah, there's this one guy who just like has a hate boner for me, pun intended. He's like, if he just got on my affiliate program, he would make so much more money. Like, okay, I get it, dude. You got the hustle. Like, all this is typical leftists and thieves. You work 2 to 3 times harder doing it illegally than if you just did it legally in the right way. Anyway, Doug is like on auto dial for Sterling. And he was telling me how, Doug, this is the last guy you want pissed off at you. He will fucking ruin you. Like, he's gone after, like I said, all the different support, including your registrar. I think he's gone after some banks. I mean, this guy, I didn't know he was doing it that much. But I'm like, holy shit. So, okay, yeah, there's your regular DMCA takedown. And they'll go in this entity. I think Sterling's even say like, yeah, they send the email, and sometimes they don't even do that, and the shit's still up there. He has seen a tremendous amount of progress and work done with Doug. And I don't know, there's something great about getting people that just, you think of that, you're like being some edgy person. You spend a file sharing thing, that's got to take some time to set up the website and pay and program and all that. And then just poof, it's gone. It's gone. How's that for vengeance? So if you are a content creator, an author, YouTube, whatever, you have courses out there and people are stealing your shit, I cannot recommend enough you go for the most vicious DMCA takedown service, and you hire Doug at Pirate Book Takedown. I have linked to it below. Let them know Cappy sent you. I'm also kind of like a fan of Doug because we chit-chatted before. Kind of, he was a client. He's like, oh, I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I think you should. And then he did. And he pursued it with reckless abandon. And he's actually made a good living. I just wanted to spread it. Yeah, Doug has a special set of skills. You darn right he does. He does. Vicious is the word. All right. Share with people you know who have their shit stolen. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.